When you think about Shinto, and when you would like to know more and learn about Shinto, you might think of Kami, the divine energy, and how does it work, or the origin of Shinto, the mythology, or the beautiful gate of Shinto, and what does it represent, etc., etc. Yes, this intellectual knowledge is of course helpful and important to understand Shinto. However, practicing Shinto is something based on very simple and fundamental for our life. It is simple, but it can be most difficult. So, I'm going to share these two fundamental practices that we can apply to everyday life. So, first, purification and cleansing. In my other videos, I also talked about this quite many times, and it actually pops up in my talk. So, purification and cleansing, starting from our environment where we live and our personal hygiene and also our mind. So purification and cleansing of outer world and inner world, that is one of the fundamental aspects that we practice, and it is part of Shinto. And also there is an overlap with Buddhism as well. And why is this important? When you go to Shinto shrine, it is you go through the gate. And gate is the mark where we enter the divine space. So in this divine space, which is marked since ancient time, it's dotted around Japan everywhere, and especially in the mountains or like sacred space, but also in the urban area you might see Shinto shrine or just a smaller space where it is marked as a Shinto shrine, where we can actually connect to divine energy and protection. And when I talk about divine energy, in Japan we say, Yayorozu no Kami means 8 millions of God. So it's not about 8 million, but it is countless God. But it's not really the God, the energy. So countless energy. It is like in ancient times, other part of the world also had animism. So nature and things around us also has spirit, the energy. So in order to connect the beautiful vibration of divine energy, we also need to be in the same or closer to that vibration. So when we go to Shinto shrine, also there are places where you wash our hands as well. So taking care of our energy field is also very important. So purification, and of course when our house is cluttered or outside, if the rubbish is around, we don't feel so good. I don't think you like messy place. When you go to beautiful, serene, tidy place, we feel good. Naturally just feel good. So then tidying up and cleaning our house, getting rid of the actual physical dust, but also energetic dust is also important, so that we can keep our mental state, our energy clean and pure. Like for that, and in Shinto we have certain items that we use, like salt and water, of course. But one of the things that we can do daily, and it is important daily, is to keep our mind clean. This is one of the most challenging practice every day. So the thoughts, while we are awake, millions of thoughts comes in every day. So often we have chain reaction. We come across different events, different incidents, and that could bring our thoughts into downwards spiral and make us feel our mind in a really low vibration with negative emotions such as fear, sadness, worries, etc. And sometimes these emotions, of course we are human beings and we experience that, but then we have to train our mind not to go further to create unnecessary thoughts. Then we can actually observe our feelings, our emotions, then keep our mental state stable, balanced, and in harmony with certain peace. So I also practice every day, try not to let my mind to produce unnecessary thoughts, because thoughts becomes feeling and emotion. So the first thing is purification of outer world and inner world. So if you think it is difficult to monitor our mind, you can start from cleaning your room, your house, your workspace, and if even the community place is dirty, you can initiate to clean. So cleaning, and then can start working on keeping our mind also clean. Also, it is important not to engage and not to join to gossip and to tell bad things about other people, because that's also poison our own mind. So it is easy to, when somebody started talking about negative things of people behind, and then you start joining, and then that keeps our vibration really down. So if people start complaining or something, we can listen, but then don't let these complaints or negative talk into ourselves. So we need kind of the seal. So of course, it is important to help others when they are in trouble, but engaging in pointless complaints and joining complaining, that doesn't help anybody. So when you're in a group and when people start complaining about something, you can just be there if you cannot leave, but then don't engage and just stay centered. And let's keep our mind clean. The second thing that I like to share is appreciation, expressing gratitude. You might think, yes, I always say thank you. Yes, that is important about appreciating. It is easy, I said, you might think, yes, I always say thank you. And why do I have to appreciate more? So it is easy to appreciate when somebody gives you something, or when you receive something, we say thank you. But when you are not receiving physically, you might think, why do I have to say thank you? So in Shinto, when we go to Shinto shrine, we pray, but prayer is about appreciation. So what do we appreciate? Appreciate being on this earth, appreciate nature, appreciate universe, appreciate our parents, grandparents, our ancestors who brought us to this world. So often we are caught up in small things, many problems, and I don't think there anyone who does not have any issues in their life. So there are always something to solve, etc., etc. And sometimes we are kind of stressed out because of the deadline or too much work or too much engagement, social engagement. And then just feel angry or just tired or burnout, busy, etc. In that time, you might feel like a victim, and there's nothing that you could think of expressing gratitude. This is a time that we really have to think about it. We have to remind us, and it's happened to me as well when I'm really kind of caught up with some busy time or even some illness, then this is really the time that I have to breathe in and just take some moments to realize that I'm alive, which sounds really normal to be alive on this earth, but then everything has to work in harmony, my body. And who is doing that? Of course, it's ourselves, but it's the force of nature, force of the universe. And if we didn't have our ancestors, we are not here. So we are on this earth on physical body, and our spirit, our soul is in this physical body. So appreciate and think. So every day I start my day with putting some candle, incense, and then to think. Like in Japan, we also give offerings, and I also do the offerings. And so expressing thank you just for being on this earth, that really comes down. So when we go to the shrine, the Shinto shrine, we don't actually ask for wishes. First, as a prayer, we go there to thank the divine energy for protecting us and bringing prosperity and bringing health and everything what they are doing for us. Even when we are in a difficult situation, you say, oh, please give me money, or please make me recover from illness. Maybe some people do that, but originally in Shinto, this is a place to bring, to express our gratitude for being here. Then we can bring our vibration up so we can match with the same vibration of divine energy. So if we are complaining, then your vibration is here. But when we start appreciating, no matter what is happening, and I understand it is very, very difficult if you're in a situation suffering from illness or feeling depressed or just feeling don't have any sense of purpose, it might be very difficult, especially in this moment. Appreciation. And in Japanese phrase, before, and also this is our manner, to say itadakimasu before we eat. So this word is also, it is a beautiful word to express our gratitude to receive food. So itadakimasu means I'm receiving in honorific, polite form of Japanese. So thank you, I'm receiving. So thank you goes to, of course, the person who prepared the food, but also who brought the food to the supermarket, the farmer, and then to nature, and to the sun, the rain, and entire universe. So to thank for the meal, always, even before we eat something, even small thing, we say itadakimasu. And also when we receive anything from some other person, oh, thank you so much, and itadakimasu, I'm receiving it. So thank you from the person, but also much bigger sense from nature, from universe. So then we can connect to this law of nature, law of universe, so that our appreciation can expand and our energy can expand. Then we can connect to this divine energy. So appreciation seems simple, but this is not about give and take. So it's not about saying thank you when we only take. And so give and take becomes very much transactional, but receiving, we can receive with gratitude. We can, by saying, for example, like itadakimasu or arigato, thank you. Receiving is not transactional. And then, especially when we say thank you, our energy field opens up. So even when we have to make payment and like, oh, the money is going, but we can say thank you for money to coming in and going, because this is also the energy. So instead of feeling, oh, my bank account will be lower, instead we can say, well, thank you for this service, and then let the money go with gratitude. So expressing thank you, we can think of anything, not only just receiving, but also when we giving back something, like paying, we can also say thank you. Our health, our finance, and also any relationship, everything can go in a more fulfilling direction. So you can also try to find the feeling of appreciation. It is easy to say thank you. Anybody can say thank you, but we have to feel it. So feeling appreciation inside of our heart, that makes our life very different. So even when you say thank you, really before that, try to appreciate. So creating this state of mind to appreciate, and from the moment you wake up in the morning, appreciation. And also when you clean, as I mentioned earlier, if you appreciate and if you cherish what we have, even to your bed, well, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you appreciate, it's really, your day becomes really wonderful, no matter what's happening. Even if you are sick and you cannot move, and if you start appreciating that you're still alive, you have bodies, and maybe you're drinking something, or even if you can't eat or drink, just enjoy the air, appreciate. So you can always find something to appreciate. And nature, universe. So I just want to tell you the important thing. This is not make you Shinto follower. So these are the practices that are really, like in Japan, really embedded in our daily life. So we don't have to claim that we are following Shinto. So these practices are universal. And Shinto, the belief of Shinto is universal. So even if you're Christian, Muslim, or other religion, or if you have your own belief, these practices can enhance your own belief set. And Shinto does not have boundaries, and you don't have to be a Shinto practitioner to practice and incorporate these elements into your life. Thank you for watching. If you like to work with me on one-on-one session, please see the link below, and I see you next time.